Yeah.
What would you do without those older guardian dogs to help out training puppies? You can train a puppy. You know, the guard dogs definitely do a lot of the training, but a lot of it is on us too.
Yeah.
And just the dogs will learn just being with the sheep.
They're bred to do that.
Yeah.
Like they're like the mix of breeds that we have, like Marama, Anatolian Shepherd, Great Pyrenees. Although a pureblood Great Pyrenees is not the greatest idea.
It's a three-way cross between.
Yeah. But like all those breeds in and of themselves are Akbash. All those breeds in and of themselves are bred to a certain extent to be guard dogs, to be livestock guardian dogs, and so that's like in their DNA to want to do that. So if you can just give them the environment where they can start to express some of that like innate ability, and then just give them boundaries, like reprimand them for doing things they're not supposed to do, and praise them if they're doing a good job and whatever, then like they'll figure it out. You know?
They're pretty smart. It just takes patience on your part.
Yep. Yeah, that's really all it is patience and just being on top of it.
All right. I'd be very interested how you would start if you were going to do the livestock guardian dogs. Would you do just like Greg is, or would you do differently or slash smaller?
Like raising them? Are they saying raising them for?
I think like starting out, like breeding or training puppies. I think
like to sell them.
Yeah, I think it's a good.
It's a good way to make some more
money.
I
would personally prefer to buy a litter as opposed to whelp a litter.
Yeah, so there's two ways that you could go about it, which is what you're referring to. One is you have a breeding female and you have male dogs, and so you're raising your own puppies and whelping that whelping is like calving for dogs. Like that female's giving birth on your farm and you're raising those puppies up and selling them. That's one way. And the other way is you have somebody else who has a dog that gives birth, and you say, I'm going to buy all of your weaned puppies from you, and you get 6-7 puppies or whatever when they're weaned off of their mother, and then you train them from 7 months old, or
not
7 months, 7
like
weeks,
7 weeks, 16 weeks.
When was it? They were born in August.
And we got them in like October, September. So September.
Like 7
7 weeks.
Anyway, whenever you wean dogs, because it's 7 months for cattle.
Yeah.
Whenever you
5 to 7 weeks. Or
something like that. Whenever the puppies are weaned, you take them and then you train them at that point. And that, I mean, you can talk about it. That it just excludes a whole lot of headache.
Yeah, they're just like there's a lot of risk that goes into whelping, which is whelping is the process of
calving pups.
Yeah, calving pups. You're putting your female at risk because there's a lot of like things that can go wrong with a birth, and then when you factor in there might be 8 puppies, or 10, like there could be a lot that goes wrong in the time of getting them from being born to like weaned, and then so if you can buy them weaned and take them from being weaned up to full-grown livestock guardian dogs, there's a lot less risk on your part.
Not to mention, like, when the female comes into heat, we've noticed that every time that happens, the female will leave the paddock, like leave the sheep, just try to roaming around, like away from like the male dogs, and the male dogs will chase her, and so you'll have a period of a couple days where you might not have consistent guard dogs in with your sheep, and you could start losing sheep in theory when that starts to happen, or the dogs could get hit if they're on a busy road or something like that. So like not only like the whelping piece, but just the whole act of like coming into heat and like the dogs breeding, like that can cause some issues as well. So if your dogs are fixed, or if your females are spayed, I should say, like that sort of mitigates a lot of those problems.
I think if you have, and Greg is in this situation where you've got a really good female that stays in the paddock, like Sheila.
Yeah.
She had an excellent litter of pups.
And
she did an awesome job with them.
Yep.
I think in that scenario, I might try to whelp with like that dog. But I'd fix, like with Lady, which is our big dog, we're going to get her fixed.
Yeah.
And I'd fix all the others just because one dog is complicated enough.
Yeah, dealing with multiple is difficult.
Yeah.
But like that's our opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
if that's something you guys want to do.
I think they have. I think you guys had puppies. It's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you did.
I think so.
I thought I saw that on a story a little while back. But yeah.
So yeah, if that's something you want to do, I mean, go for it. It's a lot of fun.
It's so much fun. Yeah. It is.
If you're into that, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's like it's awesome, but it's just a lot of different things that can go wrong, just like anything.
Yep. Exactly. So, do what you love. It seems to be a theme of this is stick to that, and you're gonna be pretty okay.